Working. You got the new joint, Wish Me Well 3. This marks the 6th year since you've been in the game, man. 2014. And I want you to take me back to the first one. Because that was the first project, the Wish Me Well, the mixtape. That was the one that launched you into like this new superstar. All these promoters throwing bags at you every weekend. The numbers going crazy. Take me back to making that first project. Wish me well.
Man, making that first project, I was staying in Summer Hill. That's in Atlanta, Georgia, for those who don't know. And like, at the time, like shit, I was going through it. Some days I'll be down, like fucked up. Some days I'll be up. Like some days I go on the job. But with my money, I go to the studio. Shit, me and Cinco, we were going to the studio. We used to jug together. We were going to the studio, getting split hour. Like we were going in on the session, we might get like 6 hours or 9 hours, and we just split it. And with that though, I was just giving them my life, my story, like telling them who I was, where I come from, shit I've been through, and the world fell in love with it. Like I guess the whole world can relate. You feel me? They seen where I came from. So when I first started doing all those shows and I started going to all those different cities, I was touching so many people. Like not just through the music. Like man, I was taking pictures, like talking to everybody, standing up. I might go to somebody hood, fuck with some folk. So that shit just impacted so strong and it just made the world just fall in love with me, you feel?
Yeah. Think it's a game, the label black owned enterprise and you and Fly, y'all kind of work together coming up from the mud, man. How did y'all align? How did that come together?
Man, Fly, we met through my big homie Nut, long live Nut forever. We met through Nut though. Nut was like shit, and Nut was trying to get me heard. Cause he was like, shit, boy, Luke, you too hard, bro. You harder than like these rapper, bro. You feel me? He asked me who my favorite rapper was. I told him like, man, you harder than them niggas, bro. I'm gonna link you with my dog Fly, bro. He was like, he said he got rich on the corn and he got Trinidad. So shit, and that gave me my CD. So when we first met, like Fly was fucking with me, bro. So it took a minute, but I was still going to the studio and I was just sending Fly all my music every time I go to the studio, like just send him my music, let him see what he think. So by the time July, August came, I signed a deal and shit, I was still recording and we just put all the song together, dropped the project December on 14th, and it was
Damn.
on. It was up.
Damn. Did you when you signed that deal, man, a lot of people watching this that they got aspirations of being an artist, whether rapping, singing, or even rock and roll, however you want to do it. How does your life change once you sign that deal? The people they think that you automatically once you sign a deal, you're a multi-millionaire and you got the Rolls Royce Wraith right on deck. Tell me about signing the deal and how life changed.
But when I first signed the deal, Rolls Royce didn't come. They knew money came, but they knew I wasn't rich. You feel me? Yet. But they knew I was gonna be rich because I had shows down there every week. But a lot of folks felt obligated to a lot of shit. You know that, man. Folks feel like you got to do this for them and that for them. But it was also a good thing. I got to help the people that I, fuck with and should help. You feel me? And supposed to help. I got to help my family, and that made it. That shit just changed. You feel me? It wasn't regular no more. I wasn't Lil Ray Ray from Summer Hill. Yeah, I was signed to Fly. Fly had Red Homie going crazy. I had the street going crazy because shit, we was in the street, so I was getting my music. So like some of my partners, they ran around to that shit with they other partner. So everywhere you go, you hear this shit, and nigga like, damn, how did y'all get this shit?
Hmm.
So I just knew it was up from then. Yeah, I mean, everybody knew it was up.
Keys to the Streets, super blockbuster record, man. Super blockbuster.
Yeah, shout out to
Um,
goddamn, shout out to the Migos, shout out to my boy Trouble. That shit
yeah.
was crazy.
How did that formation come together? How did you get with them? Because at the time is everybody is so fresh and young into the game, man, and to see that explode, it definitely catapulted your career, but it definitely helped to catapult egos and trouble as well.
Yeah, that was all our first number one record at the time. Like shit, well, that was all our first one. And man, that shit came about, man. Quavo really was texting. I pulled up on Quavo at QC Studio, and I pulled up the beats. I was straight went to June James. That was my boy. I was fucking with June heavy. I allow you to pull up with June beat. First beat though, goddamn, Quavo was fucking with it. Actually, Ty Dolla Sign was in the studio too that night. All of really finna do the beat, but
Wow.
when man Quavo went in and started fucking around on the hook, Quavo did it first. And I think goddamn that's when Trouble and Takeoff walked in. And they had went in the booth together and they did they verse. So shit, that how it happened.
Damn, so organic. The record exploded. What was it like for you to have your first number one, man? Just out the gate. Sometimes people don't get it on their first project. It take a few years for them to get that status.
Yeah, man, that shit was goddamn, but that shit was legendary, man. I ain't gonna lie, that shit felt big, bro. Like coming from where I come from, then nigga, nigga be wanting to rap because of the money and shit, but like when it's a dream, that was my dream. So I just always had goddamn. I wanted people to recite my shit word for word and shit. And to get a number one, that's like them accolades that you get in the music business when you got down trying to be great. You feel me? And
Yeah.
I was fucking with that shit. I was fucking with that.
How long did it take you? But when I was giving you the intro before you came on, I would, we hear it's cliche sometimes we hear in the industry that somebody's voice is like an instrument, but your voice is really like
Yeah.
an instrument. It's so distinct from everybody else. How did you like kind of hone it and get it to the point where it is right now, where you actually using it to enhance the records? Like, how did you actually find your voice?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I started like first off, my voice just been high pitched anyway. Like when I talk loud, I just got a lot, like a high pitched voice.
Yeah.
So I I started rapping on like Acid Pro before Auto Tune, and I used to be trying to get my voice right then. And when I met Johnny Cinco, he finally took me to a real studio, and the, we met in we met the engineer Key. That's when I met my engineer Key. I met, and I used to just harmonize a lot on the track. Like before I even say a word, I just get on there and be humming and making my voice do certain noises. And Keith used to always be fucking with it. Even if we had a beat and certain piano sounds like that we needed, I just hum shit and he'll put that shit in the background. And that shit, I don't know, we just used to I don't know. I just practice that shit, man. I practice yelling loud and saying I sound. I practice yelling while I'm calm. I practice goddamn, going soft. It's just, you just gotta. It's like practice, bro. Every day being in that studio, you gonna find your sound if you work on
Yeah.
it.
So now 6 years later, you just dropped the project part three, Wish Me Well, man. And from the outside looking in, we see you iced up. Um, you know, if it wasn't for COVID, I'm sure you would be on tour right now, doing your thing.
Yeah,
And but the album has a lot of pain on it.
yeah,
It's like people might think from the outside looking in it would be like 25 party songs, a young guy, coming in, not even in his prime yet, because I know you got so many more years to go, but you know
yeah,
I,
yeah.
star status, but it's a lot of pain. You talk about betrayal. You talk about, the setups and everything that's going on. Um, you got to tell me about pouring your heart into this project, man.
Man, when you get money, shit, good things happen, bad things happen. Shit, people change, situations change, and a lot of people say money change people when they get money, but man, that shit change people around you because everybody be feeling like they obligated, like you obligated to do something for them. You feel me?
Mhm.
When it's like, damn, bro, I'm gonna fuck with you, and then I'm gonna fuck with you when I can. But some nigga, if I can't, you suddenly telling me you can't. They got down. They don't even want to be your friend. They don't want to hang around you. They don't want to do this. You feel me? And that just ain't how that shit supposed to go. You feel me? That shit supposed to be goddamn. I don't know, bro. If you a nigga with you, they supposed to always be with you. And
Yeah,
and it's a lot of fake friends, and it's a lot of hate in the game. That's why I got the song "Hate Real." Like people just hate to see a nigga win. It be jealousy. It be goddamn envy. You feel me? Nigga be greedy. Nigga be wanting to want to have everything. And I don't know, man. I just been betrayed from people that so much. That shit, you know, that shit
yeah.
hurt. And
You know what it
but
is too, man.
you can like that shit that happen with friends. No, this shit that happen with friends, like family members, goddamn artists. Nigga, I done spent money on artists, and they done changed. And they're like, damn, bro, nigga spend all this on you trying to make you big, and you feel like a nigga ain't helping you. Like that shit be
Flip
crazy.
flop on it. You know
Yeah.
what it is too. You know what I noticed with some people, man. You can tell them yes 1,000 times, but if you tell them no once, they feel like you didn't just stab them in the heart with a sword or something like that. Like it might be
Yeah,
the
like
one time you can't do it, and it's like, oh, this nigga, I knew you was fronting, I knew you was fake, and it really be them.
yeah, man. Nigga be trying to control you. You feel me? Use
Yeah.
your goddamn. They be trying to use your kindness. You feel me?
You
Mm-hmm.
got this record I want to talk about in particular. You and Boosie, the record is let me I wrote it down. Hate's Real. And
Yeah.
man, it's so timely, and it's such an urgent record for right now this year. You look at Boosie's situation, how he was just recently shot. I just saw him on the gram with the super tricked out wheelchair. Boosie gonna be fly even in times of
Yeah, yeah.
adversity. He gonna try to stunt. um, but Boosie just got shot. Benny the Butcher just got shot. King Von, he just got shot and passed away. We lost Pop Smoke to violence earlier this year, man. As a young guy, as a young rapper, when you see all of these things, man, what does that do to your psyche? Like knowing that these are your peers, and you know, it's people out there that's watching artists and they want to hurt them.
Man, first off, sorry for what happened to everybody this year. This shit been crazy, and that shit just keep me woke and make me, watch my surroundings, man. Goddamn, stay on point, man. Move different and stay safe, and you can't trust everybody, bro. Cause you never know people motive. They could be out to get something. You feel me? Mm.
Yeah, if not almost like it feels like a epidemic though. Like we've never seen like this generation of hip hop stars, man. We've never seen so many young rappers go down to the drugs. The drugs have been running rampant, but
Drugs and
also
violence.
this violence, man. We ain't even get over Nipsey yet. We still heartbroken and mourning Nipsey. We still heartbroken and mourning X. I'm just talking about on the violence side, man. And
Yeah,
to see Pop Smoke taken away, only 20 years old, man, and King Von was just on this show just 2 days before he got killed down in ATL, man. And they almost took out Boosie and Butcher, and there's a few other artists that just got killed, man. These guys were up and coming before they even got to explode nationally, man. Like it's tough,
Yeah,
man. What are some of the things that do you have conversations with your other friends that's artists? Like, how do we kind of like put a halt to all of this, or slow some of this down? Because it's
it
happening
it
at
be
such a rapid pace.
it's kind of hard sometimes because sometimes it just be from hate. So that's why I say you just gotta move and watch your surroundings. And sometimes you just gotta have the right people around you, bro. And you gotta
Mhm,
start thinking and making the right decisions. You feel me?
mhm.
Make the right decision, and and everybody gotta know, man. We gotta be on the internet arguing with niggas every day, bro. Nigga gotta know how to let shit goddamn, let shit slide. I guess I don't know. I know they
Yeah,
ain't gonna like doing that, but nigga just gotta, if they want to see a change, everybody gotta make change. I mean, make a change,
yeah. You can't address everybody every day. And Boosie words, like his verse is so crazy. But you sampled him. I guess it was an interview that he had where he's talking about this situation, and his words was so like almost haunting when you hear him. He says that to the something to the fact that they can't stop your money, so they hate you so much they want to kill you, and it's like, god damn,
they
man.
want to
Like,
see you dead.
yeah,
Yeah,
us as young black men and women, and it's the women too. Women getting rolled up and stuff too nowadays. So it's open season on everybody, but it's like, damn, like us as young black people and young black entrepreneurs, like let's get excited for each other's success. Let's be happy because success could come to you too. Like if you took the energy that you spend on hating and plotting against somebody, you could actually take that same energy and that same know-how and plot for your own success. You know what I'm saying? Like, even like some of these people that's getting set up, they get set up in such an intricate way. Like, if you that smart to set somebody up, you could actually set your own self up for success. It's different things that you could do. It's kind of crazy, man. It's definitely crazy. One more thing I want to ask you about that. You said, ain't it crazy how the real hate? Break that down to me.
nah, man. Cause you gotta think, everybody claim they real. And
Yeah.
shit, some people do be real, but it's still gonna be somebody they hate or something they hate. You feel me? It's just that's just how it is. Shit, you
Yeah,
can do real shit and you can still hate. So even the real hate,
man,
mm,
this is deep. Everybody watching this,
just a
we
little
we on,
gospel for their ass.
yeah, we on Twitch right now. Lucci getting deep into the chamber on this album, man. You definitely got to listen to it, cause he talking about it. He's opening up. It's personal, and he dropping a lot of jewels on this joint, man. You definitely got to get into it. Let me ask you about we talked about this before the interview started, but rolled on. You bring back the picture me rolling beat with Tupac. The Tupac picture me
Yeah,
rolling, man. Tell me
yeah.
about touching
Not
that.
and then, man, I fuck with Pop Heavy first off,
Yes.
and shout out to DJ Chose because he had sent me that motherfucker. And shit, that's one of my favorite joints off I think that Pitch Me Rolling was on that All Eyes on Me, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, that's one of my favorite ones. When I heard it, I just wasn't in. And I had to get Mazza on it. I
Hmm.
fuck with Mazza heavy, you feel me? I remember one time when I first went to LA, I met that girl. Yeah, before I even met Mazzy though, bro. She was excited to see me, bro. And she was like, you know Mazzy? And I was like, nah, man. And she was like, man, you and Mazzy like popping big. I was
Wow.
fucking with that shit. So we man, might have been, man, might have been tight until we met, man. We been
Yeah,
kicking it for
well, you know,
years. We actually got an album coming out after this. You feel me? So y'all stay tuned to that. And shit, we had to kill the pop that down sample, me against the world, wish me well, and how we were coming.
I love it, man. How is it for you? Growing up, listening to Pac is one thing, being a fan, but actually being in the music industry and actually being able to relate firsthand, going through experiences like, goddamn, this is what Pac was talking about. I can't believe I'm actually experiencing this type of stuff.
that shit, that shit like rewriting history. I guess I don't know, but
Yeah,
just to go through all that shit and see that shit and live it out firsthand, like it be like shit. You have a role model, you be wanting to be like your role model, then you become it. So shit, that's the lifestyle you live in. And if you listen to them, shit, you'll know like, damn, man, I'm going through all this same shit. This shit really real. Like, you feel me?
yeah.
And I don't know, it's just a different feeling, I guess.
Nah, definitely, man. So you and Mozzie are tight. You also real tight with the Snowman. You and Jeezy, you and Yo Gotti. We just seen you in the video that they have together, and then you got them on this album, man, on the Dope Game record. The actual record is called Dope Game. Shout out to my man Bigger Rankin too, man. That's the
Yeah,
OG. We got so much love for Bigger Rankin. His tours that he do for the younger artists, his mixtapes that he do for the younger artists. Salute Bigger too, but
they go real legend, man.
yeah, hell yeah. How was it linking up with Jeezy and Gotti on this one on the Dope Game record?
We like at the video shoot, we was chopping it up and shit, and that's when Jesus like sent him some for the album. You feel me? And right after the video shoot, shit, I went through my phone and I realized I had that hook called Dope, and I had did probably like 2 3 weeks before that video shoot. Sent it to Jesus and he was fucking with it. He was like, shit. I think he sent that shit back in like 3 4 days, 5 days. That shit was too hard when I got the verb back. And I was
Mm-hmm.
thinking like, damn, I need one more person on this shit. So I sent it to Gotti. I was like, damn, I'm sending it to Gotti. So I was just at the video shoot with both of their ass. I sent the hook with G's verse to Gotti. Gotti sent back Heat. And then he sent it verse back in like 3 days too. And I was like, damn, I got a bang. I did my verse. That was like the last song I did for my project. We added that shit like last minute.
That's dope. I mean, shit, you ending off on a high note with that one because that's a serious record. Y'all definitely got to get a video to that if you ain't got it already. Um, I gotta ask you, being
Yeah, we
ATL.
working on it. We working on it.
Yeah, I gotta ask you, being ATL, what the hell did you think when you was watching that verses, that Jeezy
That
and Gucci verses?
man, that shit was legendary right there. I
Man,
was fucking with. I'm glad they came together and did that shit, man. That shit was dope, man. They both some legends in the front of A. You know that, and
yeah, yeah.
that was an amazing moment. You feel
Nah, that was big for hip hop. When I was watching it, I was a little nervous because I didn't know what the hell was gonna go on.
me?
And Gucci, he started with the diss records right out the gate.
Oh
I
yeah,
was like,
Guwap
God
came first
damn.
out the gate with that bitch.
I said, oh boy, this is gonna be crazy. Jeezy kept his
They
cool.
grown.
Yeah, they grown. They
Yeah,
both OGs. They both OGs, and
yeah. So
I,
Jesus kept it cool.
yeah,
Jesus was like, shit, I guess Jesus. I don't know. He let his music talk. Shit, you feel me?
yeah.
I
I'm
guess.
I'm happy that they was able to come together at the end. It was a beautiful moment. It was something not just for hip hop. Obviously it's big for hip hop, but for the people in Atlanta, I know y'all was going crazy for that because that's something that you never could even visualize. Maybe even last year, the two of them coming together. So that's dope. Yeah. On the song,
Yeah,
on the dope gang record, man, you talk about some of the trauma that you've been through, man. 10 years old, you see people busting through the door, man, like at that young age.
yeah, man. Growing up, you know, I had not had, man. One of my big cousins, you know, experienced it with him. Said, you know, experienced it with no. They had come to get my brother before, like a lot of shit. So, you know, just growing up, where I come from, man, that shit ain't just happened to me. That shit happened to some of my friends, some of their partners. So after
Yeah,
a while, you know, you get accustomed to that shit, but it ain't nothing to be like, you know, that shit traumatizing. So when they come in their house, they don't treat you like you got down. They treat everybody like they got down. You feel like they on like they're a goddamn criminal. So that shit,
right.
that's a scary situation growing up and having to see that shit.
Yeah, they got the guns drawn. They pull the guns on the kids too, man. Like we've been seeing
Yeah,
it.
yeah, they got them bitches on everybody, man. Everybody has to get on the ground.
Nah, it's a crazy time, and I like how y'all talk about on that record the effects that the drug game has, just not on the people that they serving, but on the dealers too. On Jeezy verse, he talked about a guy who was his plug, start smoking crack. I know you was talking about how it affected some of your aunties, man. Like it's a
Yeah, I also was
super,
talking about it like a true like y'all know the box of Vernon Forrest. You feel
yeah.
me? That was some of my homeboys that happened in that little incident, and you know that shit fucked up. But you know them boys doing like a long time behind that shit, and you know it just showed the streets like you can live their way or you can go their way. It's up to you, like the choice yours. But you
Yeah.
know, you got to be able to deal with them consequences.
Nah, it's serious. When did you decide, man, like this is the way that I'm gonna go, man? Was it 6 years ago when you got your deal, or was it before that you were just like, man, I'm gonna just really just stick to this music and keep it
It
pushing
was
in this arena?
it was when I was like probably like 17. I met Johnny Cinco and he was like, man, yeah, hold on, my boy, yeah, you gotta real like, bro, you gotta be doing this shit every day, bro. Like you gotta really be rapping every day. And nigga took me to a studio and shit. We made one. And ever since then, I would go in the studio, like trying to take it serious. Shit. He been, you know, my boy been going. He been having the city going crazy, you feel me? Then he had got to deal with P. So like I'm like shit, that boy believe in me like that. You tell me shit like boy, you hard, boy. Like boy, you my favorite rapper type shit back then. And you know that was my favorite rapper type shit. That was my boy. And that shit just made me got down, you know. I seen him believe it made me go hard. You feel me? I had a lot of believers too though, a couple more believers. And I started taking the serious around. I was like 20, just studio working, going to get some money, go to the studio, spend my money on the studio, and that shit paid off. Then,
You got the next generation of superstars. You got a record called Legendary featuring Young Fly Liberty. Tell me who Young Fly Liberty is.
yeah, man, y'all fly Liberty, that's my daughter. You feel me?
The
And
next
she,
generation.
she always, yeah, she always be wanting to go in the studio. When we be at the studio, she want to go in there and rap and shit. So when I was doing my hook, I was like, man, I'm gonna let my daughter sing on the background with me. And she came up here one day and she did it. She did it fast too. She did like it was natural. And then at the end of the song, she did that. That shit was hard though. I was like, you know, I knew she was gonna remember that shit forever. And I put her name on there so she can always, you know, she gonna make money forever. All this shit, this shit big.
She got your ad libs on point, man.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
she she ready. She ready, man. That's dope, man. But let me. I mean, obviously, she's at such a young age now. The world is hers. She could decide whatever she want to do. If she want to be the president one day, I'm sure she could do it. But if she
Yeah,
does
yeah.
come to you a few years from now, and is like, yo, I really want to get into this rap game. I want to be an artist, man. What is that gonna be like for you? Are you gonna really groom her, or are you gonna try to persuade her? Maybe not.
Of course.
Yeah,
Nah, of course. If you want to do it, that's a dream. You gotta follow your dream. I can't talk my daughter out of a dream. You can't talk nobody out of their dream. You feel me? That
yeah,
dream come true. You gotta put
yeah.
in work. I'm gonna help her work, and I'm gonna help her be the best she can be.
No doubt, man. And we see it more often. We see Ti and his kids making music together. Snoop and his son got a record together, man. I even just I saw
Yeah.
LeBron James. I'm a big basketball fan, and how he set up his contract. He's gonna be a free agent when his son Bronny comes into the league, so he could possibly be on the same team as his son when his son come in the league and a rookie. You know how crazy that's gonna be. They
That shit
got it
gonna
set
be
up.
so fire, bro. That's gonna be the hardest shit like ever happened, bro. That shit gonna be dope. I think it gonna happen though. You feel me? They gonna set it up like that. They gonna go like that.
Yeah, nah. LeBron he's a young genius, man. What he's doing, not just on the court but off the court, and solidifying these trades and these free agent moves. Whatever team he go to, him and his team, they the best that ever did it on the business side, man. You got to give it up to Clutch.
Yeah,
Um, the new video, the both of us. You have you and your lady, Miss Carter's in it
yeah.
together. How is that, man? Actually doing that video together, because y'all people be talking about y'all. Y'all are the one of the first couples, in hip hop right now, man. People love to talk about y'all.
Man, that shit was dope, man. We all had fun at that motherfucker. Unfortunately, they ain't bring some major, but you know, we had a good time in that shit. Shit, I'm glad she did it. I'm glad goddamn she came through. And that shit just was legendary. That shit gonna be big. You feel me?
Yeah,
Ross on that bit going crazy. You feel me? And I think the world just needed to see that side. You feel me? They needed to see something like that.
yeah. I mean, black love and these positive images of couples together. Papoose and Remy. Of course, we got Jay and Beyonce. I think it's really cool, man, to see black love. Um, what do you think about people just being so fascinated about y'all? Like they always just, whether good, bad, or indifferent, they just love what y'all are doing.
I don't know, man. That shit. I don't know. It's a good feeling. It's a hell of a feeling. Everywhere we go, they go crazy. I don't know. I guess they fuck with both of us, and then to see us together like that, that shit. You know.